Hi everyone, it's Mindy Indy again. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to send a short video update, kind of quick here, as I still am in the middle of crunch time on like three major projects. But yeah, I want to keep up somewhat with the Patreon stuff because it's important, like I appreciate your continued support, over this crazy time. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you like three lessons that I've learned from this crunch time that I want to apply to Airhead and my creation of the Airhead comic there. And one of them is it's amazing the time that you can find when you start to cut out certain other things in your life, because I really had to seek out these areas like shave 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, stuff like that. And what I've found to be the biggest chunk of time is not sleeping in on the weekends, which is hard for me because I'm a natural night owl. And you feel like you need to catch up on the weekend, because you do a lot of stuff during the week. And of course, sometimes depending on who you work for, like people don't like expect stuff from you on the weekends. So it's like, okay, like you don't have to go on a Zoom at 9 a.m. or whatever. But, I've trained myself to get up at 8 a.m. on the weekdays, even though I work for myself, like I'm self-employed. And I can create my own schedule, but I like trying to get up early and doing like accomplishing more during the day. So this is kind of like fighting my natural night owl tendencies a little bit. But I usually sleep until like 10 or 10:30 on the weekends. But for the past couple weeks, I have made myself wake up at 8 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Well, sometimes 8:30 on Sunday. But right there, and I'm noticing a difference. That hey, that's an extra 2 hours per day. So, like for 2 days a week, that's 4 hours a week that you're getting. Times four, that's 16 hours a month. And all that adds up, like, I mean, because you can accomplish a lot in just like, a half hour, depending on what you're doing. And so I just wanted to share that little tip. Like sometimes we just get in the habit of doing something just because we've always done it that way or whatever. But sometimes just, change it up a little bit, see what happens, see what you can accomplish. And yeah, so that's going well. And I hope to, even when all of these crazy deadlines and stuff and the projects that I'm doing for other people are over in April, that I hope to continue this habit that I am adopting and to use those extra hours to kind of catch up on Airhead stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do. And and the second thing I wanted to share is the perfect is the enemy of the good. And it's funny, in this crunch time, you can't just worry about every single detail. At some point, especially on these like children's books that I'm doing, it's like 72 illustrations, and it's like, you know, uh, and God bless them, they like everything that I send them, which is amazing, which is amazing. And like I had to cut out like for the past couple ones like this extra like half hour of like line width tweaking, that I did, for the other illustrations. But really, you can't even really tell the difference. like, so like, and they still like it, like it's not like they're like, oh, the line width is not right. Like, no one says that. Like, it's fine. So, um, so that, and I am my own worst critic, sometimes with these things. So like, I also have to be easier on myself too, So, um, but so yeah, and then applied to Airhead, it's like, and I'm currently still at the color shading phase of Airhead. And, you know, does it really matter if like the hair isn't perfect? Like, it's I'm probably gonna be the only one who notices, and even if I look back like a couple years later, like I probably won't even notice the difference. So like, um, you just gotta let some things go. And I know like sometimes like we can get like really like sucked in like to a panel, and then it's like, oh, like all these details, and it's like important, but just like step back and keep perspective, on that. And the last thing is that, yeah, I think that I can do a lot more than I think that I can. Because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even take on this other animation project with all this other stuff going on and blah blah. But you know what? I did, and it's going well so far. And yeah, like I'm not burning out. Luckily, like I thought that I would by this point, especially just, keep on hanging in there and um, trying to get enough sleep and um, just sticking to a routine and schedule and stuff and like, um, but yeah, and like not that crunch time is gonna last forever, but like definitely, um, I think that I probably could go a little faster. Like I want to go faster, with Airhead. Like my goal is to like fulfill all the Kickstarter stuff and like have it printed and sent out like by the end of summer, early fall, And I think that I can still do that. Even though like right now it's a little bit, slower for Airhead, but I think, it's about mindset too, and I have to tell myself that too, so that's all, it just, positive vibes, I'm also like kind of making this video for my future self too, as I like go back and it's like, if you're like, I feel discouraged and it's like, no, I'm doing it right now, like I can do all of these projects and still be good at them and still accomplish all my deadlines and and still make my self-imposed Airhead deadline as well. So that's just what I wanted to share. Hope that is encouraging for some of you and or inspiring or something. And yeah, thank you for your continued support. And hope you have a great day. Bye.